Amandus Polanus, Theses Theologicae, Episode 2. On this simple map you can see the location of Basel, where Polanus served as professor of Old Testament and dean of the theological faculty at the university until his death. We resume here. Quam Elius cum sit pater, ut delectam filiam paterna cura primum lacte, dende solido cibo nutrit, et omnibus ornamentis, tiardris, gemmis, aurdro, etc. adornat, quibus illam aspuriis et illegitimis discernat, generatio cibus ornamenta sunt spiritualia, ut et Deus est spiritus. Non enim ex non creaturis fiunt creaturae, sed ex veteribus novae, ex impuris purae, ex mortuis vivae. For the sake of review, let's translate again this first part. God before all time chose, elegit, for himself a church, and in time, forever, duraturum sibi collegit, he gathered it and begot it to himself, sibi duraturam esse, to last, or to endure, in perpetuum. This church, quam ecclesiam, since he is a father, this church of his, as a beloved daughter, delectam filiam, with fatherly care, paterna cura, he first nourished it with milk, then with solid food. It is possible, of course, to take paterna cura as the subject rather than as the ablative of means that I'm taking it as, and an argument can be made for that based on the fact that pater is nominative here in this subordinate cum clause. I think nevertheless it's probably better to keep Deus as the subject of nutrit. And with every kind of jewelry, every kind of ornament, like tiardris, crowns, gems, gold, and things like that, adornat, he adorned her or decorated her. And again, it might be that paterna cura is nominative, subject of adornat. By these things, quibus, meaning all that's come before, illam, her, meaning the church, from counterfeits, spuriis, and phony ones, illegitimis, he separated her out, discernat. This then is a beautiful image of God treating his beloved church as a dear daughter, delectam filiam, and giving her all of these beautiful ways by which she is distinguished from phony churches. Generatio cibus ornamenta sunt spiritualia. So generatio, her form of birth, her sustenance, cibus, and her adornments, her jewels, are spiritual, ut spiritualia, as in fact, or even, the ampersand here, of course, is et, but it might just as well be etiam, taking it as indeed God is a spirit. Thus his church has all of these spiritual qualities. For, he says, from things that are not created, creatures, created things, do not arise, non creatura fiunt, or they do not become creatures from things that are not themselves creatures, but, instead, from old things, new things come, from impure things, pure things come, and from the dead come the living. So each one of these is feminine, and thus with creaturae, feminine, plural, and nominative. To have this noun here, negating a fiunt, and then the noun within the prepositional phrase, is somewhat unusual in style, but it must be used by Polanus for emphasis.